Hi guys, my name is Mr. Toots. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Basically, it's just going to be the location of every skull in Halo Infinite. In the campaign, there are 12 of them. Hopefully, I'll have this broken down so you can just jump to whichever skull you're looking for. And yeah, that's it. Enjoy the guide. Yeah, so real quickly, so the first mission, you're going to pick up spike grenades right here. You're going to kill 4 jackals that run through here. You're going to run through these doors. And then you're going to want to get up to the top here. And now over... Let's see. So it's right up there. I already grabbed it, so unfortunately it's not going to be there. It is going to be right here. The skull should show up for you. Right on this one, and then you have to be careful. This will kill you if you jump through it or if you land in it. So the way to get out of here without dying is as soon as it starts to go up, you just need to drop down and over. But yeah, it is in that second one, not to be mistaken with this first one here. So yeah, not that side, that side. So hope that helps. This is for mission 1. The what is this, warship Gamraken. So yeah, now we'll transition over to the mission 2 and where that skull is. So after you pick up the weapon, you're going to float on a platform. You're going to come in here in the article. This is what they call the ghosts, little kids running around. We're gonna run through here, and then so you're gonna come through here and clear it out. And then one thing to note is that you can see it on the scanner. They're very faint because they're small skulls, but you can see the skulls on the scanner, and you can see it up there. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna use your grapple to try and make it up. And remember that when you see the yellow is where you can grapple. So we're just going to try to go to this bottom section here, let it reload. And then you can pick it up, and there you go. Alright, so for the IWHBYD skull, the one that gives the funny dialogue during the game, after the mission, the tower, immediately after, you'll walk out on a ledge. I used that to give me just a little bit of height boost, and then you just have to reach the top of that tower. There's the curved roof that makes it pretty difficult, but if you just keep grapple shotting, which if you haven't unlocked it, the like quick shot is definitely the best one. And at the very top here, if I can manage to grapple, is the skull. So you can pick that up, and that will give you that. And then there is a small Easter egg that I passed on the way up there. It is the guitar, and then we have a tour list for our beloved Craig. Alright, so the skull catch is located to the very northwest above the outpost Tremonius. So we're going to start on a hill nearby there. You can take the nearby FOBs and then take a vehicle over here because a flying vehicle 100% makes this easier to get to. But essentially we're going to run around the back. There's a spot you can jump from this side of the island to that little tiny island. And if you follow the coast, it'll come to a kind of split in the cliff, and basically follow that to a tree stump where the skull will be located. Now, fair warning, there are 2 giant hunters over here, and I tried my best to defeat them. They are not easy. Honestly, the easiest strat is to just run and grab the skull and run away and try to defeat them later, because my god, is it impossible. And this is on heroic. To get to the fog skull, you're going to start at the FOB Alpha outpost and go to the west, pretty much directly west from the outpost. You're going to find a cliffside, and within this cliffside is going to be a couple of platforms, and basically we'll show you here, just off to, down to the left here underneath the overhang. It's a small spot, but you'll see the skull there laying next to a bunch of other helmets and stuff like that. I'm sure you could find a way to make it down here with just grapple shot, but it's another one of those that is way easier if you have at least a wasp. And yeah, that's the fog skull. To get the blind skull, it is located to the very southwest, between these canyons, the larger of the two canyons. Basically, you're gonna fly through here, and if you keep scanning, you won't miss it. It's on a ledge coming up right at the bottom. Pretty easy to get to. Another one of those that is probably way easier with a flying vehicle. If you land pretty good, you should be able to keep your flying vehicle to get out pretty easily, or just fast travel away. I think the closest fast travel point is FOB Gulf. But yeah, that's the blind skull. So over in the very southeastern part of the map, on kind of an island separate from anything, I believe the only way to reach it is with a flying vehicle, which once you reach this kind of like southeastern part of the map, there's a bunch of banshees flying around. If you can grapple shot one of those, you can steal it from it, or eventually you can unlock the wasp from earning valor. Either way, you take that over to this island. I don't think you can reach it without a vehicle. It's just too far away from everything else. Crash land, hop down to the bottom here, and that's where the skull is. Alright, so the Thunderstorm skull is at the top of this kind of spire that's by itself. It's in the middle, about mid-map. It's between the AA guns and the following like second half of the island. If you don't know what I'm talking about with the AA guns, there is a mission that drops you off there, so don't worry about the skull until then. You can take a flying vehicle up there, or you can scale it with the grapple shot. It's just way easier with a vehicle. The Black Eye Skull is just to the southwest of the Riven Gate outpost. You can actually see the gate over in the corner there. Just on the cliff face on the other side of that is this waterfall. It's a little hard to see the skull through it, but basically there's a little hole. If you get close enough, you can grapple shot right into it. And on the other side is the skull. And that's it. That's how you get to the Black Eye Skull. So for the Mythic Skull on the mission, the Command Spire, which is right after the Nexus mission, basically you're going to go through until you enter a room where the pillars that have been floating around are sideways. They're horizontal and they spin right there. Right above here there is a room, so you can use the pillar to kind of grapple yourself up. And then you're going to grapple yourself, and then on the second ring, on like the second ledge, or halfway up, however you want to describe it, because I overshot it and then dropped down, is a room that's open. So overall pretty easy to get to. This is a nice down shot of where I was, and then you just go through this room and the skull's sitting there waiting for you, so relatively easy to get to. So to get the Grunt birthday party skull on the mission repository, there's a few steps to it, but in this room with the light bridges, you're going to hop over to the right corner. Grab the power seed that's in the room. Juggle that back across to the left side of the light bridges. There's going to be a terminal to put the power seed in. You're going to do that, and then you're going to continue on with the mission decently far until you come into this room with these 2 pillars. Right up at the very top is going to be the skull, but watch out. There are elites with energy swords and cloaking. On heroic, I had 4 of them, so good luck. The last skull on the mission, Silent Auditorium, the Bandana skull. Basically, you're going to run through the entire mission just past the 2 hunters. You're going to enter this room. Once you come up to the sentinels, make sure not to kill any sentinels. This is the strat that I found, is just to use the thrusters with cloak and just run past everyone. So the door at the end is open. Be careful of the explosive barrels because they can, you know, seek out and hit stuff and ruin it. But if you make it all the way through without killing any, right on the other side of the door, you'll see the blue outline on that door. And the skull's just on the other side. You do get a checkpoint right there. So if you open up and you don't see like the blue outline on that door, it'll just be gray. It means that you did it wrong. Before you get that checkpoint, just die so you can try it again. And that's it.